Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Mm,
What is that?
no comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
So Tiffany. We have Tiffany Henyard in the news once again, ladies and gentlemen. But it's something a little different. We have WGN actually suing the city of Dolton to obtain records of financials. That's how crazy it's gotten. Now, if you guys do remember, WGN has been covering the city of Dolton forever, like for at least a year and change now. They've been deeply connected with exposing the city of Dolton to the best of their ability. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's certain things that would be blocked. They wouldn't allow them to see certain paperwork that you should be able to just FOIA. But ladies and gentlemen, WGN received these documents and holy shit, it is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in, get the popcorn, get the drinks, because they're going to go on a little breakdown of what they found out. Because at the beginning, they only had Thornton Township side. Now they have the whole encompassing, they have everything just all bundled together. And when I tell you tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars get shitted out, it's crazy. So anyways, let's go ahead and check this thing out. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy.
Jan Investigates has learned taxpayers are on the hook for tens of thousands of dollars more in travel costs for Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard and her administration.
It comes after WGN sued the village for refusing to turn over financial records as required by law. A judge sided with WGN. Investigative reporter Ben Bradley shows what those records reveal.
For a year now, we've been reporting on questionable spending by a South suburban politician named Tiffany Henyard. But we only knew half the story because we only had records from one of the two governments she runs. Now we can show you the real toll her travel is taking on taxpayers.
And this is just travel. Now people, we all know how much a plane ticket costs, okay? If I needed to go to Chicago right now, I would spend probably $300 right now in this climate, or about this time of year. Maybe $400 on a very bad, maybe $400. Me alone, $400, right? I'm not getting first class. I'm not going crazy. I'm just getting to where I need to go. Okay. Now I can travel a lot like that and not rack up hundreds of thousands, right? But let's continue. Let's continue. Crazy fish.
The self-proclaimed super mayor is a prolific poster on social media, but what she rarely publicizes are her travels, trips frequently paid for by taxpayers.
If you want to have a good time, spend your own dime.
Despite being a trustee, this is the first time Tammy Brown has been able to see the village's credit card statements, records we had to get through a judge's order.
When you see things like this, it's like a punch in the gut.
Last January, we told you
She has some pretty nails. Shout out her nails. But did you see that $12,000? One page. Crazy.
See things like this, it's like a punch in the gut.
Last January, we told you Tiffany Henyard and her entourage racked up more than $67,000 in travel-related charges in just 5 months. But that's just what was charged to Thornton Township credit cards, where she's the supervisor. When you add in what was billed to Dolton, trips for Mayor Henyard and her entourage cost taxpayers more than $100,000. We questioned Henyard about travel last fall.
That's insane, bro. That alone, like, listen. If she does not go to jail, throw away the justice system and let it just be one crazy anarchy, guys. Let's just fucking do whatever the fuck we want, because clearly she can. If she stays out of jail, it proves that money, well, I mean, I guess we know that anyway, but it really proves even further that money can just wipe a crime away, because something in the back of my head keeps whispering she might just walk. And she really might just walk if she has enough money to fight this. But let's see what she has to say. Let's see what she has to say about her personally traveling. Let's check this out.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
Is it a trick question? We don't know. You stupid, bug-eyed piece of crate. Look at the what? Why does she have the collared up shirt too? Look at the collared shirt. That's a nice little touch, Tiffany. So what are you gonna say? No, you didn't go to Vegas? Man, listen. This is why she doesn't talk to the press anymore, because she looks like this, a smiling fucking moron.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas? What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
It's not paid by them. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's play that one more time. It's like she's a... Look at that face, bro. She's an idiot, guys. How did we let this moron into politics? She's an idiot, guys. Do you not get that? Like... Looking around.
What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
When Henyard hits the road, she and other village and township officials do so in style. Records show they often fly first class, pay for upgrades. They've stayed at luxury hotels, including the Four Seasons, and dine at steakhouses.
Oh my God. When you just see these things.
Let's look at one trip to Austin, Texas in July of last year. 5 people, including Mayor Henyard, for 5 days. While we previously reported the township was billed $27,000, we now know the actual cost was more than $47,000 when you factor in what Dolton taxpayers were charged. It includes nearly $1,000 spent at an Austin Walgreens and a sports riding apparel store.
Now, the sports riding apparel store really makes my eyebrow raise. They literally went to Texas for whatever meeting they had. They went to the best hotels possible. And then they were like, let's just go and buy some nice boots. Let's buy some ski gloves, or for when the winter comes in Chicago. Let's buy some nice shit. We have the credit card. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna put it under some grant. Don't worry. They won't even find out. Listen, this whole empire is crumbling, bro. And she built herself quite the illegal empire. But listen, Henyard's sitting at home right now trembling.
The only explanation for any of the travel was that it was to attend a conference.
I'm sure you guys had an awesome time on the backs of taxpayers, but what do we gain from any of these trips? We gain nothing.
Trustees say they've been demanding explanations for months.
You the ones that's costing the village money. I don't know how that calls. All right. Okay.
But Henyard and her team refused to share the credit card records.
We were never allowed to get those statements. So this is the reason why you hid it from us, because definitely we will have questions.
Mayor Henyard is in a situation where she feels like she's under attack, because she is.
Bo Brinley is Henyard's criminal defense attorney, hired after the FBI served subpoenas.
He looks exactly the way, I mean, he sounds exactly the way he looks. Like, I look at his face, and the voice that came out of his fucking head is exactly how I expected. Just a little dweeb. I'm judging. I'm sorry. This guy looks like a fucking dweeb. Just saying. Perfect word for him. Weasel, dweeb, all that shit.
He blames Henyard's top aide, Keith Freeman.
Keith Freeman made the decision on how these funds are being used. Keith Freeman is going on these trips. You understand, this is a new mayor. This is someone that is new to this job.
But she never thought, hey, I shouldn't fly first class. I shouldn't stay at the Four Seasons.
If there was a problem with any of that, if that's not how you're supposed to do it, she relied on Freeman to tell her. He's telling her this is how we do things.
How things were done in Dolton is costing taxpayers dearly. Records we obtained show the village leased 3 luxury SUVs for Henyard's use at a cost to residents of more than $374,000.
The mayor didn't spend any of this money. Keith Freeman made decisions and reported to the mayor, this is what we're doing. The mayor trusted him until she didn't.
About that. This is me talking to people that understand business, that understand finance.
Back to those Dolton credit cards. They include nearly $25,000 charged in 5 months without explanation to places like Walmart, Target, and Jewel. There was $5,000 spent at local restaurants and Uber Eats. And Tiffany Henyard's personal photographer charged the village $3,400.
What I think is interesting about this case, this story, is you can be highly legal and unethical at the same time.
Kelly Richmond Pope is an accounting professor who has investigated municipal spending. She said,
I don't even think it's highly legal and highly unethical. I just think it's illegal. How are you going to spend that much credit card money and village money on personal things? These are personal trips. You want to say flying over there was for a conference when you spend $1,000 at a Walgreens? And they must love themselves some Walgreens. Because every time they're taking about $500 or spending about $500 at Walgreens, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's just, I think they're crossing into the bounds of illegal. Not even unethical. We're going to illegal grounds. And that's why I say again, if she doesn't end up in jail, bro, throw away the justice system. Because if it's exempt for certain politicians who have a lot of money, then we're fucked.
The brazenness is what caught her eye.
Who does this? Who lives this way so out loud? It's almost like, I dare you to ask. I dare you to ask me. And I'm just shocked that a leader would think that they could get away with this type of behavior and that no one's going to ask them about it.
We out here at Taste of Thornton. Yeah, keep raining, but it's still going on.
Trustees for both of the governments headed by Henyard have now limited special event and credit card spending, but it may be too little, too late. Dolton is laying off workers after trustees discovered the village is millions in the hole.
We sort of knew we were in a bind, but not to this extent. This is devastating.
Federal prosecutors charged Keith Freeman with bankruptcy fraud. He's now cooperating with trustees investigating Henyard's spending, but he denies he's working with the feds. Freeman declined to comment. The FBI's investigation into Henyard marches on.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I want to show you guys one other thing. One of her biggest supporters, Miss Carmen Carlisle. Now, if you guys have been following in the years, Carlisle never really went against Henyard. You know, Carlisle probably just in her position was like, let Big Dog take the lead. You know, I'm going to let Big Dog do what she want to do. I want to advance my career, you know, personal reasons maybe. But she wrote a statement like deeming herself a whistleblower, you know, defining herself as a whistleblower. So I want to go ahead and read this, also obtained by WGN. She said, for the past 2 years, Henyard has manipulated employees, vendors, and residents using her position to increase her influence, all while projecting a false image of success funded by the hardworking taxpayers of Thornton Township and the village of Dolton. Now, that's a very strong thing she said there, because she said creating a false image of success. And what is Henyard's number one thing to do? Is go on social media and put her fucking camera in people's fucking faces until you believe the idea that she's really doing things. She does her little march, phone in your face. She does her little taste of Thornton, phone in your face. Everything is a goddamn phone in your face. That's what she means by the illusion of success, because she's running. Listen, Henyard's running this township through social media. If you guys didn't get that yet. Let's say 50-50. She goes to the meetings, she does her work, whatever. The other 50% is social media, trying to make things look as if shit is good. Shit is bad. Shit is all bad. And shit is only good in her bubble. But anyway, she continues to say, Henyard shows no accountability or conscience for her actions against the employees or taxpayers. So that pretty much shows you where Carlisle is, from somebody who supports you to somebody who despises you. And it's going to be tough. These next couple months, man, the next couple weeks, there's a meeting apparently happening today. So we're going to tap in with AG Tactical. We're going to live stream it. But these next couple weeks, months are going to be a battlefield for her, and they're all going to be losing battles. The biggest thing that she's going to have to decide is which battle she's going to lose and how hard she's going to fall when she loses. How can I fall the least hardest? Because you're going to fall regardless. But anyways, people, I love you guys, man. I'm going to see you guys later. Tap in later on for the live stream, and I'll see you soon. Stay inside and stay safe. I love y'all. I'm out of here.